All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Dr. Andrea Blue. Welcome to Virtual Coffee with Dr. Andrea Blue. We are so excited to have you here and to be part of this virtual coffee, even though this is for October. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing and put the correct flyer up here, but I wanted to say to you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome back to our virtual coffee. And for those of you that have not been a part of our virtual coffee, I want to say to you that you are so welcome in this space. This is a time for us to come together and just talk about all things that are connecting to you as C-suite leaders that are working with our Black and Brown women and girls. So we're looking to come and support you in the space. So I know that the work that you are doing right now is so vital, and it is very important to, supporting individuals. So I want to say to you, thank you so much for all that you are doing and how you are really helping individuals to take their next steps in life, because we know how important that is. So I wanted to say to you that I want to just remind you that we are traveling around the world and we are doing this work. So we bring our services to you. And what do? We come in, we help you as the leaders to help you to level up and to just kind of relax for a moment. And for us to come in with some workshops and things for us to work on that is connected to your vision, mission, and your strategic plan to help you to get to the next steps. So, who am I? I'm Dr. Andrea Blue. I'm the CXO and Executive Director of B&J Enterprises, LLC, as well as where Blue Pathways and Paramount Recruitment Agency are housed. Blue Pathways, we are all about mentorship, connecting heart, mind, body, and soul. We're connecting our Black and Brown women and helping them to level up in these spaces as they continue to wanting to continue to either be in entrepreneurship, continue their career, education, all aspects of their lives so that we can be a support to them. But we're also a support to you leaders to let you know that you're not by yourselves. And then on the side for Paramount Recruitment Agency, what do? We provide that support for you if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you're needing that extra help. That's exactly what we do. We provide those services for you, as well as we can do some research for you, set appointments, all of those things above. So that's what we do. So, what are we talking about today? So, today is our virtual coffee. And so on Saturdays, I just like to do a recap um of what we did this week. So some of us are like, "Oh my goodness, see you on here all the time, but I don't see you posting anything about what you've done." So that's what virtual coffee is. And also when you join us, we'll just have a real conversation about what that is, okay, and how that is. So if you're looking to be a part of our virtual coffee, or if you're looking to be a podcast guest, by all means, send a message to me and I will definitely reach out to you so that you can schedule a time that works best for you and I. Okay. So this week alone, we have connected with individuals within the community and around the world. And we've shared tips with you how to get started for the week and to help you to do those things as you are moving forward. Then we went ahead and we talked about our goals and how to help you set your goals for this upcoming year, and to know that it's so important to have a strategic plan and to know exactly how you're going to move. We shared our quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, "Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope." It's always some way that hope is going to be around the corner. Sometimes it just looks so dark and bleak. And sometimes it feels like, all this work that I'm doing, it just doesn't seem like anybody's even paying attention. But I want to say to you that people are paying attention. They see you, they are recognizing you, and they know that the work that you are doing is vital. Okay. So I want to say, don't despair. I want to say to you, don't despair because people are watching you. All right. So, then we went on to talk about our leadership development program. And then we talked about that, how that program is important for our leaders. We come directly to you to support you in that space, as I mentioned before. And then we have a program called our Women in Power, where we'll come in and support the Black and Brown women in your in your organization to bring a 6-week program so that we can help them as they move through their steps, because some of them want to either, receive merit pay, they may want to raise, they may want to figure out how they want to step away from working corporate. And we want to figure out how we can help them to stay and not encourage them not to be part of the great resignation. And we want to remind them how much they're needed and maybe talk about those hybrid opportunities within the organization. All right. And then we went on to talk about how powerful the being grateful, your mindset of being grateful is. And then we talked about winning Wednesday. Our winning time is, we shared also all the things that are going on and that we're winning and how you're winning and how it's so important for you to share those things. And then we talked about Thoughtful Thursday, because Thoughtful Thursday is when we think about a nonprofit or organization that we support. And we talked about Dr. Kelly Christopher and STEM Greenhouse and how we support them in their efforts and how we're so grateful for the work that they're doing. And then we also shared about amazing opportunities with our newsletter. So if you are not a part of our newsletter, it's so important for you to join us on Blue Pathways, mentorshipservices.com. Come and be a part of our community. This newsletter is for anyone that wants to be a part of us and to know more how we can come and work with you and how you can work with us. And then also we shared our free opportunities that we have, which is our Women in Power. Women in Power is held every second Thursday virtually. Right now, we're going to move forward to it being in person upcoming soon. And then right now, it is free. And it is for you to join us every second Thursday right on our Blue Pathways page at Blue Pathway, no S. And during that time, what do we talk about? We talk about all things as it relates to being a woman in leadership, or being a woman that is up and coming that wants to be in leadership, because we have young people that are coming behind you that are watching you. Your young girls, they're watching you. So we talk about all of those things. And so what do we do? That leads us to today, which is our recap we're talking about. And then we're talking about um all things virtual coffee, right? So if you want to be a guest on our virtual coffee or our podcast, please feel free to let me know, reach out. You can send us an email. You can follow up with us right there on Blue Pathway at Facebook. I know everyone's on Facebook. If you're not, you can just send us an email to Blue Pathways Mentorship at gmail.com. Okay. And that comes directly to us. We will definitely follow up with you. So I wanted to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part of our community. If you have not been or become a part and you are listening to some of these messages that I'm sharing and you click on, and then I see some of you click on, then you click off. Thank you, even though you may not realize it, but you are helping us, and we are so happy that you're doing that. And we want to say to you, continue to be a part of us. Don't be shy. We're not going to call you out. I'm not going to say, hey, Barbara, how about you introduce yourself? I hate when people do that. If I want to be incognito, I don't have my camera on and I'm just listening, allow me to listen. But if I put in the chat or raise my hand, then that lets you know, presenter, that I want to ask a question and then I want to be involved. And I'll always open it up that if you have a question, or a comment, please put it in the chat and I will address it. So I want to say that to you, that come and be a part. I'll never make you feel embarrassed. You can always stand on the sidelines and pay attention. But I want to say to you, what are we talking about? I want to say that we're talking about the importance of minding your own business, okay? And what are we talking about when it comes to minding our own business? Do you know there are so many mishaps in this world when people are all in other people's business? So I remember when I was not too long ago, I was at the grocery store. And, if anybody knows me, I do not like to go to the grocery store. I do not. I do not. I do not. I don't like to go to the grocery store. Why? Because it's always somebody in a hurry, but they're not going anywhere, right? And there's nowhere to go in the grocery store. If you are in a hurry, then you should have come early, okay? Because when I go to the grocery store, I'm browsing, I'm looking, I'm always price checking. I'm not gonna just pick up the first thing and then I'm gonna, I'm gonna move items around, because I'm not gonna always, I'm never gonna choose the first one in the front. So I'm looking at expiration dates and all of that. So it takes me a while when I go grocery shopping, right? So lady was in front of me, and gentleman had his son standing in line, right? And while he went back to get something, he had forgotten something, okay? And I do that all the time. I'm like, just stay right here, I'll be right back, I gotta go get something, because who wants to, oh my god, who wants to come back to the store? Not I, said the cat. So young man was standing in the line. Lady was standing behind him, and I was behind her. Okay, so there was no one behind me. The store was not busy, none of that. Okay, so father, I don't know who it was, but guy that was with young man went back to get whatever he was getting, and the lady was just, oh, hurry up, and all this other stuff. And so whoever the man was, I don't know if it was dad or whatever, he did not give instruction for the young man to start putting items up on the counter, right? So we know that as we put items on the counter, they're going to be adding them to our bill. So he did not give him that. And she was like, well, why don't you put the stuff up on the counter? And so he didn't even look at her. The young man didn't acknowledge her, which I don't blame him, because she was just irate. It was a brown little boy, brown father, and a white woman that was just really just acting out. And so here we are on a Saturday morning, just perusing through the store, minding the business that is ours. Nobody is in line to, for people to be, rushing and bustling through the store. So it was just kind of like a, relaxed kind of atmosphere. Well, that's what I thought. But when I tell you that this lady was really, really acting up with this young man, and I could not take it anymore. Okay. So I had to say, excuse me. I say, he cannot do anything that the person that he is with did not allow him to do. I said, leave him alone. I said, because he is not bothering anybody. And so I said to myself, like, maybe I'm not minding my business, but I don't like when people are on young people or keep on picking with people. I do not like that. I'm always going to be for the underdog. And so the young man was like, thank you. He was like, because I'm not going to do anything until he tells me what to put up here. I'm not paying for it. And, he was an older, about 17, 16, 17-year old. He knows that. I know my kids know. I didn't tell you to put anything up there because you don't know, like, I may have to put some stuff back, or maybe this doesn't seem important to me. So, maybe at the time it seemed important when I was picking it up off the shelf, but maybe I don't need it because I know my budget. Okay. And for some of us that are penny pinching and, making sure that we have enough. And I'm sure that he didn't want to do anything that was going to upset the person he was with. Okay. So then the situation went on. The guy came back with the item that he had that he needed or whatever. And he was like, excuse me. And he got back in line. And so she, all things rolling her eyes and all things angry and upset. And, so the guy or the adult, he didn't even pay her any attention either. And that's what we do have to do sometimes. People want to mind the business that is not theirs. So when you are encountering those situations and or if you are that person that's always in somebody else's business and acting up like that, then you need to really just check yourself and just say, like, what is the problem? So I remember when I was growing up too, we had this prayer that we prayed in the car. We prayed it, wherever we are, whatever. It was just like, um, Lord bless us, Lord keep us, Lord preserve our lives, Lord help us to reach our destination safe without any hurt, harm, or danger, or any accidents, tickets, car problems, or bad spirits. Okay, we used to pray that prayer too. And then we used to pray the prayer that at the end of every service when we were in church, my pastor used to always end with watch, pray, and mind your own business. He used to say that at every service. Okay. So when we ended service, we knew exactly what he was going to say. Well, look, we used to turn to the person that was always in other people's business. And we used to say that watch, pray, and mind your own business. Okay. So if you are the business watcher of other people, I want to say to you, get you some business, honey, because what it does is it causes more chaos. It's not a help to the situation, it is really a hindrance. So that lady had no business harassing that young man. She had no business harassing the person that was the checkout. She just all in other people's business, because she could have easily said, excuse me, and backed out of the line and went to the self checkout. She could have easily done that. You know what I'm saying? Or she could have just waited patiently, just like I was doing. I'm behind her. So I'm behind her and I'm playing my video game on my phone. You know what I'm saying? You have to just do what you have to do. You can't let things take over your space or your mindset. So I want to say to you that if you are dealing with situations today and you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm just feeling all by myself today, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to make it. And I don't know if I want to quit this job. I don't know if I want to, leave this space right now, or, whatever. I want to say to you that you are not alone. And I want to say that you can become a part of our community. And we have people that are dealing with the same situations. And I want to say to you that your feelings are valid, and don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't feel like that. You are entitled to feel however you want to feel, okay? But it's up to you what you do about it. So you have to be strategic. So if you're thinking about, you know, um, I don't know if I want to be a part of this anymore. I don't know if I want to leave this job anymore. I want you to be a part of our community. Come and join us and be a part of our programs and our services and our free things that we share, because we want you to know that you are not by yourself, okay? So especially if you are a leader, or if you are a black and brown woman, or a young person, a young black or brown girl that is listening to the sound of my voice, just know that we have a list of places that we are traveling to for the remainder of the year and for the upcoming year, which is a part of our 12 plus city tour. We are so excited about it, and we're excited about the work that we're doing and how we're transforming lives. So I had to look the other day and I was like, at one point we had touched over 650,000 lives. It is well over 650,000 lives that we've touched, right? So all the workshops, all of the different platforms that we've been on, all the different things that we've traveled to, we have a list of places that we have traveled to and that are new and upcoming. So if you would like to add your organization to that list and you want us to come and either be do a 1 day workshop with you or a retreat, or you want us to come and do a 6 week retreat with you or workshop with you, let us know. And don't worry about, well, you're coming from out of don't worry about that. We'll worry about that. We'll share that with you. We'll carve out a plan that is part of the plan, right? And so we plan for those things. So I want to say to you that come be part of our 12 plus tour, city tour, and know that we're transforming mindsets around the world. And if you're ever listened to anything that I'm talking about on our platforms, you will definitely know some of the places that we've gone. But if you are not part of that, then join us, honey. You will be able to see. So, who am I again? I'm Dr. Andrea Blue, and I'm so happy to be to share our virtual coffee with you. And please like, share, comment. You know someone that needs this information. Share it with them and let them know that they are not alone as well, and that there is a community out here that will support them throughout their process. So have an amazing day and be well. We look forward to seeing you on the other side.